Hi, this is TapCat, and welcome back to Planet Coaster and our attempt to build the ultimate theme park, TapCatLand. We have a couple of rewards for challenges we've satisfied, so let's go ahead and collect our $2,000. I think it's going to be a while before I build a coaster with an excitement of 10. I've actually never been able to accomplish that feat. So in that sense, it really is a worthy challenge for me to pursue. But in the immediate future, what I want to do, we laid down this big circular path in our last installment, and I want to turn this into a functioning area that families who visit our park can enjoy. So I'm thinking that we do something. Now, I don't have access to a wooden coaster, I don't think. Nope. We do have kiddie coasters, though. Like the dragon. I've never built one of those, so in that sense, that would be an interesting thing to do. I also could just do something like a log flume. I'm actually pretty tempted to do this because of the fact that I would like this area to have an Old West feel, a theme, and the log flume would fit that. Now, I probably won't do it immediately, but what I would like to do ultimately is to set this, set up a log flume ride and put a building around it and just theme the holy heck out of it. So I don't know that I would even necessarily use pirates for it, but the idea would kind of be that it might be slightly along the lines of Pirates of the Caribbean. So at any rate, maybe that's something, though, that I will save for another time. I think right now we will build a kiddie coaster. So we can either go for the dragon or the Wendigo. And maybe a Wendigo is slightly more Old West themed than a dragon. So let me go ahead and drop this here. Now, before we do anything else, let me see. Entry left. Wow, this has a lot of cars. Holy crap. So entry left, exit left. I think I'm good with that. Having them both on this side sounds like a winner to me. Now, we are not going to go crazy with this thing in terms of... Oh, before I forget, let me do this. I'm going to add a block section. Hold on a second. Wait. What was I, never mind. Okay. Let's come here. So I said I wanted to do a block section. Okay. All right, that way we can add an extra train car. So now we get to the interesting part. So there's no actual chain for this. There's just a wheel. So we're not going to have a big, huge lift. I think that's pretty apparent. Let's go up just a little bit more, and then we're gonna taper off. It's a kiddie ride. There's no point treating it like, it's more than that. So this will be our big drop. Okay, I guess what I need to do... Wait, are you telling me I cannot have this go down at all? Yes, that is in fact what they're telling me. Notice that the angle is just not steep at all. I'm going to start banking this right away because I think that makes it less scary. And we're going to likewise make it where I'm not coming down at a very steep angle at all. We'll go ahead and pull this back so that the curve is not extreme. Let them stay straight for a little bit. Now we'll start bringing it around. I mean, I'm trying to make it a very, very tame thrill ride. Okay, I need to come up. Let's just test and see how this goes. I need the live data. Okay. Yeah, let me speed it up. Okay, so here we go. We're really wanting to watch the fear in particular. And so far, I mean, we're fine. So we, at our worst, we got up to around 3. And we can have it be at 3. Now, I need to taper that off big time. And then I'm going to just squash it. And again, we're just going to kind of straighten it up. And let's see. Am I coming? Yeah, I guess so. I think I may want to come back in a little bit. And drop it a little bit. We still doing okay? Sure. Oh, I went too high. I went too far. All right, fair enough. I mean, I got to remember, I'm really doing the, you know, a little different kind of coaster than what I'm normally used to. Funny thing is, this may actually be a little steep, but it's such a short drop, you know, like, would that actually scare anybody? I hope not. I think I'm just going to start coming over this way, and we'll do a little up. And maybe, yeah, you definitely don't need friction brakes. I'm just gonna kind of keep doing this really gentle up and down. I know I can't climb high at all, so I mean, it does make it a pretty simple thing. So we never get over 4 fear. We came close to it once. I think for just one quick second it was at 4, and then it came right back down. So maybe what I'll do is I'll let them kind of bleed that off for a second. You know, we'll just go straight and then come back down into another little mini drop. I swear to God, this is like the most boring coaster ever. But I mean, come on, it's for little kids. So, you know, I don't know. Apparently, I've had the track bent there for a good little bit. I didn't necessarily mean to do that. Okay, let me watch this. We're fine. I think we're, honestly, I think we're just going to make like a really boring coaster for adults that little kids will probably be able to ride and not throw up. And not be so scared that they won't go on it. And I'm okay with that. You know, like, it's not the coaster I would want to go on. But that's okay, you know. We'll put just one last little hump in here. All right. So I definitely sense that even more than most, this coaster could use some smoothing. So let me do this. Okay. All right. That reset the test, but that's okay. So let's see how we do. I mean, I think it's going to be crap by adult standards, but hopefully it'll be good for little kids. So how are we doing? Okay, the fear is fine. The nausea is fine. I wish the excitement was just a little bit more. Let's look at this. What's the... So, okay. I mean, the worst part is the beginning. That's kind of always the case. The next worst part is here for excitement. So here's the question. Is there anything I can do to just punch that up a little bit? I mean, I already have a drop. We're just not going very fast. So what if we did this? Like, what if I eliminated this section of track and instead, let me get rid of a fair bit of it here. Okay. So now here's what we're going to do. We're going to come back over here. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do one of these. Okay, fine. Be that way. So what if I... Grr. Okay, I think this will work now. If I can do trim brakes, how come I can't do this? Yeah, I don't get it. Flat and unbanked. Oh, that's why. That is why. Because I am banked when I should not be. Okay. So now, can I do this? Yes. So we're just gonna come up a little higher. We're gonna ramp it up, kids. Oh, you know what? I'm actually being kind of stupid because this is going to introduce another prolonged spot. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me put some of this back. What if... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What if I selected this and I just unbank it? Come on. No, I can't. I still can't do the other. I don't even know if I can get over that hump. That's the problem. Is it banking again? Why does it keep doing that? So what if, in addition to that turn, or the drop, I come over to the side. And then I come over as far as I can this way. This actually seems like a fairly terrible idea. I'm probably making this like way too extreme. I'm almost certain that that's what I'm doing. I think in the name of trying to make it like a little bit more exciting, I'm turning this thing into a kid's nightmare, but we have started down this path. So we're going to play it out. But this is almost certainly not going to go well. We'll see. Oh, I missed the live data, so we'll have to get the thing at the end. You know, what's funny is, like, it hardly made any difference at all. Let me see what the heat map shows. It is definitely better in here, so I'm actually surprised the excitement didn't go up a little more. So, poo. How do I... Alright. I'm going to try one more thing. Because this area is super boring. I kind of knew that could be an issue. So let me do this. This is all going to go away. Okay. So now you just come up. Other than that, you're good. I'm going to do this and come down. I'm not online with that, and I need to get there. And now we start coming back down, and obviously I have to correct this way. I don't need to be banked. It keeps banking, and I swear I'm not doing that. All right. Okay. I think unless I just created something catastrophically bad, I'm probably going to leave it at this. So let's see what we get. It just stopped. Really? So I made this just a hair too much. Let me see if I can just do that. Okay, start the test. So that's going to make it less exciting, obviously. And I think I also lost my block here. I'm going to have to try to fix that. So that's going to screw with my stuff. I made it worse. I literally made it less exciting after doing all that crap. Really? That's kind of disheartening. All right, here's what happens then. Massive, massive undo. And let's see if we can get back to where we were. It's a kid's coaster. I'm not going to go too deep on this. So we're at 3.23. It's not amazing, but I look at the stuff that kids ride and it's fine. And then what we'll do, we'll put a bunch of theming over here. So let's go ahead and stop the test. And then what I'll do is I'll look at operations. And can I add a second train? Yes. Okay, perfect. So let's test it again. I think with the second train, I have to. And then this is it. As long as my ratings don't take a beating, we're done. And I don't think they will. I'm in awe of how long these frickin' train cars are. Actually, this should be a pretty profitable coaster if we can get people to go on it. What's the duration? Oh, it's 67 seconds. Okay, that's more than I thought. So that's fine though. 67 seconds, and look how many people it's going to load. I mean, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There's 16. So that's 32 people on each train. That's pretty good. Okay, we need to build some queues. So let's not screw around. Let's just do that. We're going to place the entrance over here. We're going to place the exit as close to the console as we can. And then I am going to need to make this big enough that I can... Let me do this. I don't know to what extent we'll get a bonus for being near the track. But this way too, like if I put scenery right here, I should get credit, you know, for both things. Like the fact that the queue is getting scenery and that the ride is getting scenery. Okay. Actually, I'm not positive this is exactly how I want it. I also don't know that I want the queue to be much longer than this, if I want it to be this long. But I'll try this for now. So now I just need to connect the path for the exit. Oh my. Okay, I feel that that is slight overkill. We'll go 5 meter. Yeah, you know what? We don't need 5 meters. That is like pretty ugly, if I'm going to be honest, but I'll do it. All right. Now, there's no point opening it because, you know, nobody can get here. We're kind of on an island at the moment. However, the important thing is that the coaster is done. And now what we can do is move some other family stuff over here. So I'm thinking first up, oops. I hate to close down a ride that's doing well, but you know, this is for the long-term health of the park, not short-term. So we are in fact going to do exactly that. Now the question is, you know, how close do you want to move this? I need room to be able to put scenery around there. So I don't think I want it like right on top of it. I think this is close enough. Maybe I'll move it a little closer. Okay. And then, yep. You know what? I think I'm actually going to move the entrance a little bit. Give it just a little bit longer of a queue. I don't know if we need it, but I don't see any real harm in doing it that way. Now, oh, come on. You're killing me here. Actually, hang on. I don't need it to be like right on top of the exit. Okay. So that's that one. Now, one thing I'm going to do, I got a little silly when I first named this thing. And I also think this name doesn't necessarily fit with the Old West. We'll call this Pecos Bills Bronco. Sorry, I'm a very awkward angle for typing while I record. So normally I can touch type without any problem, but not so much right now. All right, so it's Pecos Bills Bronco Busters. That actually, I mean, it doesn't fit how this stuff looks, but hey, the horse is going up and down. That's actually kind of perfect. So, next up, we are going to do something. What do we want to move next? Actually, I think what I'd rather do is put down a new ride now that I think about it. Something that we don't have available. You know what that reminds me of? Have I checked my research? I'm not sure that I have. Yeah. Magic Twirl. And the Sun Flare. So let's start researching our next family ride. God, I should have done that a long time ago. And I think I'm also going to go ahead and do this because it's cheap. And I'm going to do this. And I think the only one I'm going to accelerate is the family ride. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and let some time pass. So now let's build something that we don't have access to from the family section. I do not have a Rocktopus, and I see no reason to refrain from placing one. Let's give them a little distance so I can put some good scenery down between the two queues. So we want this entrance over here. And we want the exit, you guessed it, right there. Maybe I'll switch to this. I was just thinking that if I want this to have an Old West theme, I did not necessarily pick the best possible path. I'll worry about that in a bit. I mean, this isn't the best possible either. Should I do something like this? I'm not sure. I mean, I could do something like this. I don't know. I don't really like those, so. At least the other has wood, you know, so it still has somewhat of an Old West feel to it. I mean, I could always replace, which one was it? Is it not an option on here? See, they don't really have one that I would consider to look like it's an Old West feel. So I guess, given that, this is as good as anything. There's no point fussing over it. So fair enough. Okay, let's move on and not obsess over this. So what would I call this? I mean, it's an octopus. What's an Old West themed octopus? Okay, I got an idea. The whip cracker. Because they had whips and you get spun around kind of like that. So it's weak, but we're going to go for it. All right, now next, that means I have to pull one of these because I don't have another new ride to take anyway. I would say that the cups are doing the worst. So I'm going to go ahead and close this down and move it. So what I would like to do is kind of alternate between, new and old rides. Now I intend to put scenery on, or my entry queue on the left here, so I don't feel like I need a lot of room for scenery here. Where is the entrance? Because I want it over this way. Thank you very much. So I'm probably losing a lot of family visitors right now, and I guess I could just pause it. But the reality is, like, the guys who are leaving right now, they're probably just gone. Can I do this? Okay. Unfortunately, this seems to be a little stuck. There we go. Yeah, it's annoying. Sometimes it gets kind of in glitch mode, and it just does not want to move. So there we go. So there's another one all set. I know we have this kind of hideous kink here. Unfortunately, I don't think I can easily get rid of this. Maybe I can. So let me do this. What I'll do is, instead of trying to cut it so close, I'll just do that. I come out a little farther, this spot than I wanted to, but it's better than it was, arguably. Okay. I assume I'm nowhere near being done on research. Yeah, I'm a month out still. I can bump it to 1500, but of course I have the game paused, so it's kind of is what it is. So I think what we're going to do is maybe I'll go ahead and leave it here for now. And when we come back, I'm going to move. Let me see. Is this a family ride? I'm trying to remember. I may be confusing it. No, I would say with that nausea rating, I should leave it over here. So this is definitely a family ride. And I guess that's about it. So realistically, I'm going to need at least one more new ride. Yeah. Okay, well, I think we'll do that. We'll leave it here for now. When we come back, I'll move over that last one and we'll build the new one. And I will start placing restaurants and stuff like that in here. And then what we'll also do is build a path connecting it to the rest of the park so that people can actually ride some of this crap, because it's not doing me a whole lot of good right now. And I'm pretty sure that most of these people leaving are probably families, although that's actually the only one I see. A lot of them are not. So I guess it's just, people getting to the end of their day. Yeah, see, like, there's families, but there's a lot of groups that are older. So, all right. Well, we have our game plan for when we come back, but that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you next time.